Josh, how frustrating that it seems to be two steps forward and one step back for too often really recently.
Yeah, I think everyone feels the same thing in and around the club. We feel like we put a string of good performances together, maybe not getting the results we wanted, and then we end up getting a result we want, and then in the next game it kind of goes back to not getting 3 points, which is obviously disappointing. And I don't think it's something that we want, especially at this stage in the season. We need to obviously win as many games as possible. So obviously we're working on things to try and avoid doing that in the future.
It's so difficult to put your finger on, is it? I know you're training every day with a really experienced manager and a great team behind him, but you look at the teams you've beaten in this division, including Leyton Orient, and good sides in and around you and above you that you've been beating them and with performances that merited those results, and yet it's still that search for consistency.
Yeah, I think individuals take responsibility for mistakes in games. So I think we've made too many mistakes that have cost us in recent games. And then on the other hand, we do need to score more goals in general. And I think that will help our drive to obviously try and get in the playoffs and as high as possible. But yeah, we have a funny theme of going against teams that maybe that are against us, the odds are against us, and we go and do well against them, beat them, and then we play someone else and it's a totally different story. So yeah, we just need to find that consistency, and I think we'll be okay.
How do you get more goals into the team, in your opinion? And I know it's something that you work on, and in some respects, and supporters will look and it sounds quite simplistic, but it's never as easy as it looks.
Honestly, I don't really know myself at the minute. Obviously, everyone's trying to do their bit to obviously create stuff and even get on a score sheet. It don't seem to be going in for us at the minute. But hopefully goals will come soon. Obviously, we're working hard in training on putting chances away and stuff like that. So it just breeds into our games. But yeah, I can't put a finger on it at the minute. I think everyone's trying, obviously, to do the right thing, trying to get on the score sheet, trying to create chances. But yeah.
Individual mistakes have proved costly, as you've said, but even though there might be individual mistakes, you win as a team, you lose as a team.
Yeah, everyone knows that, and I'll be the first person to put my hand up and say I've made a mistake, I've cost the team, like anyone would in the team. But that's the opportunity to get round each other, and obviously the game's not done at that moment. We still could get something from the game, so you just kind of forget about it and move on. And try and get something at least from the game. And I felt like it's like similar on Tuesday. Obviously, Matt made the mistake, and obviously he knows that he'll try to get round him, and we tried to try and salvage something from the game. It just wasn't our night.
The fact that you've beaten really good teams in this division, and it's not just a one-off, you've beaten good teams in this division above you on quite a few occasions. It shows that the ability is there, and it shows that you have other qualities, that the determination against supposedly better sides. So you can do it. And is it about some sort of mental recognition amongst the players?
Honestly, I don't know. Like, everyone in this league can beat each other. And
do you get the feeling in that week in, week out?
Well, you see it week in, week out. All the teams beat each other. It's never an easy game, so to speak. Even down the bottom of the table, you go to them and they'll play well. So there's never an easy game. And I struggle to put a finger on it sometimes when the team feels good and then it's not going your way and you're thinking, why aren't we doing well in this game? So yeah, it's kind of a hard question for me because I can't understand it sometimes myself. And I don't know if it's a mentality thing or anything like that. I don't know, because everyone seems to be up for the game before. We try and motivate everyone when we're going out there to obviously be positive, do the right things, make a mistake, go for your next one. But yeah, I don't know either, to be honest.
Mansfield at Prenton Park, and a good result in that one. And sometimes it's just one result that can point you towards liftoff.
Yeah, one game can be a kind of turning point for the season. And I think when we are at home, it kind of breeds a different kind of energy, and I think it'll be a very good game. I think everyone will be up for it, especially for what happened on Tuesday. So I'm looking forward to it.
Tell us about that energy at Prenton Park, because you've come up with some great results.
I don't know. As a team, I don't know, but for me, it just feels like whenever a team comes to Prenton Park, the odds are always in our favour already from the start. And I think maybe the lads and myself feed off that from the get-go, and that kind of gives us that little bit of a one-up on a team without any football or anything. It already gives us that little one-up, and I think that spreads throughout the team. Obviously, the fans, and then the other team kind of like thinking, "Oh, we're in trouble here," and I think that's kind of been our big thing this season. Playing at home against good teams, we seem to play well, get good results, create chances, and we never seem to give them anything. So hopefully it's the same on Saturday.
From a personal perspective, how does that sort of different energy manifest itself in the way that you play? Is there something added that you're able to feed off almost?
I'm not sure. It
Is
could be. It could be.
Fans play a big part, I'm sure.
Yeah, fans always do, and I think they do away as well. But there's always a different kind of vibe away for some reason, and it's not the same as playing at Brenton. But for me, there's little moments. One person has to do something well, and it will change the dynamic of the team. It will boost the team as a moment. And I think we get a lot of them at Brenton, and I think that helps us a lot. I think that's where we get our drive from at Brenton. I'm not saying we don't do it away, because I think obviously everyone wants to do it away as well, every game they play. But I think we get more of them at Brenton, and I don't know if it's the crowd, maybe the crowd that helps us do that and bring that energy.
Because it can be a shot, can't it? It can be a cross-field pass. It can be a slide tackle.
Yeah, it can be absolutely any moment in the game, and all of a sudden it's just like everything clicked, and then you go and put them under pressure, keep them pinned in, and you go and create chances. So yeah, that's what we're focusing on. And focus on creating chances and scoring.
You have a lot of positive energy just when I chat to you, and I know the Tranmere fans see that in you when you're playing, and that's an important factor as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I think for me, you don't gain anything from being negative. Even in the worst of situations, you've got to try and stay positive, and you want to be someone who people feed off. So you want to create that kind of that energy around you, that whatever happens, it's going to be a positive thing, and people will feed off that and grow with you as a team and throughout the game. So yeah, for me, that's probably a big part of how I kind of think and play. Just want to be as positive as possible and hope it helps the team.
15 games to go in the season as well. It's an awful long way, and 45 points still at stake.
Yeah, it's a massive 15 games for us, especially if we want to get into playoffs. We've got big games coming up, so it's going to be important everyone stays fit, healthy, everyone's mentally prepared, because it will be a tough road at times, as similar to what it was last year. But you just dig in and go game by game and put everything else behind you.